Hello guys, take 1500 billion gazillion trillion blah, 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 blah. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Charlene McElhinney here. Today's video is one that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I've been putting it off because that's what I do with everything basically in life. But now that I've said it's summer, I'm trying to get as motivated as possible and get as many videos smashed out as I can, as well as blog posts, so here I am. I've been having terrible difficulty with my camera today, and this is, as I said at the beginning, this is like the 1 billionth take because it's just not been working for me, but hopefully this is it. If this doesn't work, then obviously it'll not be going live, but hopefully it does. So today's video is going to be about my first published book. It was actually self-published, and I did take a little video of me opening it originally, and like my reaction and all that, but God knows what happened to that video, which is a shame because it was a lovely moment. But let's just stick with this at the moment. So my book is called Melancholy Mind. Sorry, the lighting's a wee bit too bright. So it's a collection of poetry on mental health, and it's all about my own experience, and we've got different little subsections which I'll read to you in a minute. This is the pages here, a really good thickness. Whoa, I'm so shiny. Whoa. To be fair though, I've been out and about all day and it's been quite warm. I'm just going to quickly read the blurb to you. I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I'll maybe read a couple of poems to you, just kind of tell you why I started, why I did this book. Whatever, we'll just see what happens, we'll see how it goes. Melancholy Mind is a collection of poetry that I wrote covering a variety of aspects of mental health. I wanted to try and convey what goes on in the mind of a depressive and also explore different ways of coping and recovering. I suffered in silence for so long, and I don't want anyone else to feel as alone as I felt during my darker days. I hope that this book brings comfort to people who suffer from mental health issues, and I would also like to reach out to people who don't know much about mental health and open their eyes to how serious it really is. I hope that people can resonate with my poetry and take something away from it. I used to feel vulnerable and scared to share my thoughts and feelings, but now that writing about it and sharing it with others is one of my greatest therapies. At the back, next to my little ISBN number, check that out, I've got a little snippet from a poem. Well, I think this was just an individual poem, it's like a wee haikus type of thing, right? So, I feel like I'm on a seesaw and the other person is way up in the sky and I couldn't be any lower. Check me with all the hand gestures there. I really like that one, and actually I came up with it when I was doing a wee in the college toilets, and it came to me and I was like, oh no, because I always come up with really good ideas, like if I'm in the shower, in the bed at night, peeing, I always come up with like really good things and I need to jot them down. I've not got pen and paper or notepad, whatever, blah blah, so I need to like dash and write it down as soon as possible. So that's what I did, and now it's on the back of a book. Just goes to show you. So yeah, let's just kind of take it as it comes. So I dedicated the book to mum and dad because they've been absolutely, oh, I've just lost focus. There. I dedicated the book to mum and dad because they've been absolutely excellent through my whole mental health journey and my down days and stuff. They've given me space if I've needed it, but also checking that I'm okay and stuff. And they've read this book, and it must have been really hard and emotional for them because this is really raw, very personal. I've poured my heart out, and I've basically not left anything out, and it can be quite deep, and also if you suffer from mental health issues it could be quite triggering. You guys are okay. So I'm just going to quickly tell you the different contents that are in the book. So we've got the reality of mental illness, we've got symptoms and causes, love, so dealing with how to love someone with a mental illness, also the way I feel when someone's trying to be there for me and stuff, that kind of my perspective on love, insomnia, medication, recovery and coping. I've also got a helping contacts bit at the end. I've got a blog snippet, so a couple of pages with one of my blog posts about mental health, and I've also got some Twitter feedback wherein I asked on social media, on Twitter specifically, for people to send in what their mental health was like, and using the hashtag Melancholy Mind. So I've included as many as I possibly could. I couldn't include everyone, so I do apologise if you're one of the people that sent it and I couldn't include it. I could only fit in so many obviously, so I've got a good 4 pages or something of that, and everybody's got obviously 140 characters, so I've tried to get in as many people as I could. I just want to quickly say that obviously I've been putting off this video for a while, and the lovely Emma Cosgrove, who passed away just a couple of days ago, actually bought a copy of my book, and she told me it was the most relatable book that she had ever read. She was suffering from cancer. She had a 7-year-long battle, and unfortunately she lost that battle a couple of days ago. And she had only tweeted me maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago just to tell me how much my book meant to her and how it really helped her and stuff. So someone going through so much saying something like that to me has made me really want to plug my book a little bit more and try and help more people, because I'm really not trying to get my book out there as much as I should be, and obviously I'm self-published, so I'm 100% on my own and doing that. So I'm really going to try and do that because it really helped Emma, and I would like to help more people. And it also helps me getting feedback like that, because it makes me feel a bit better about myself, because I'm obviously feel really down a lot, but I'm not going to get into that. But I just want to say Emma will be really missed in the blogging community, and I'm really sorry that she didn't get to see this video. I should have done it a lot sooner, and she could have heard about the kind of the background of the book and everything. So what I'm going to do just now is I'm going to just maybe read you a couple of my poems, which I haven't ever done. I've never read my poems aloud before, so I've not actually planned which ones. I'm just going to kind of open up at random pages, and I'll see if there's one that jumps out at me, and I'll read that to you guys. So, okay. This one, right? So this one is on page 64. They stopped asking me out a long time ago. They were fed up of me always saying no. Now I feel left out because I never get invited. I wish sometimes they'd ask, even if the invitation was unrequited. My heart wants to go out and party all night long, but my head keeps me in. It tells me I don't belong. Everyone had a blast and they talk about it the next day, and I'm left out again because I've got nothing to say. They probably bitched about me because I wasn't there, but none of them asked me why. Not one of them seemed to care. I wish I could try explain to them what goes on in my head, but when they ask me out, I simply say no instead. And that poem was inspired by my lovely friend Abby Louisa Rose. Hello! Because I know she will watch this video. So thank you for being my inspiration, my little lamb chop. Okay, so another one. Let's see, I'm just trying to kind of give you a little snippet from all the different little subsections that I told you about at the start. Okay. The heart wants, the mind suppresses. The heart knows, the mind just guesses. The heart feels, the mind it stresses. The heart is calm, the mind obsesses. What do you do when the mind possesses? I always feel like that one sounds like a rap, like I want to like I want to like, the heart wants, the man suppresses, the heart knows, the man just guesses, that kind of thing. I should never have done that. Okay. Sometimes I get carried away. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple more, and then I'm going to leave it at that, and then you can go and get the little, you can go and click the little link below, and you can maybe buy a little sneaky copy. And then you guys can read some to me. That'd be amazing if somebody could read my book to me. So let's maybe go for a little short and sweet one. So, okay. How can you have depression? You go to the gym. I've seen you with your friends and I've seen you out with him. You smile in your pictures, you write an online blog, you do your makeup every day, you post it on Facebook, you're out a jog. You're always making people laugh, always a smile on your face. So why do you claim you have depression? That's an absolute disgrace. Well, let me briefly tell you that all of the above is true, but the reason why I do it is to fool people like you. I want you to think I'm happy, I want people to think life's good. I just wish you could understand it, but I don't think you ever could. So I'll keep pretending I'm fine and you keep on saying what you will, because at the end of the day, nothing can change the fact that I'm mentally ill. I've not read a lot of these poems in a while. I've just not really looked at my book lately because I keep thinking it's not good enough and that my poetry isn't as good as other people's, because I've been reading a lot of other people's poetry lately. And yeah, I'll give you one more, okay? Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a child by its mother. Don't judge happiness by a smile. Don't judge a journey by a mile. So some of them are really short and sweet. Some of them are really long. It really varies, so I've got a bit of everything. This video is probably about 10 minutes or something now, I don't know, and I don't want you to get bored. But what I would say is it would actually mean the world to me if you guys could go and get a copy of my book. You can get it on Amazon. I don't even think I've told you that. Amazon is the main place at the moment. It's not in any shops or anything, so it's just purely online. And Amazon, if you're on Amazon, there's maybe like 20 other sellers selling it now, because you get like Book Depository, Word doing that. And I'm not saying like don't buy it from there, of course, go by all means, but it would really benefit me most if you could go and buy from the original seller, which is obviously Amazon. £10.99 free postage, and that means that I get a bit of a royalty. As it is, I don't really get much of a royalty. So when you buy from like a third party, I get even less. So I'm really not fussed about the money. I didn't write this book to make money, but it would really be great if you could try and just buy from the original seller. And always please, I would really urge you all to write a review for me, because the reviews just mean the world to me, so that would be great. Quickly, just want to tell you why I wrote the book. This video is going to end up really long. I don't want it to end up too long because I don't want you to lose interest, as I already said. But the reason why I wrote this book was because I was in college. I'm doing a creative writing, well, I was, I've passed it now. I'm going to university, which is another whole YouTube video in itself. But in college I was studying professional writing skills in the creative industries, and for my graded unit I was writing poetry, and the original aim was for me to write an anthology of poetry, and I aimed to maybe write 5 or 6 poems. I ended up writing over 80 poems, so I thought, you know what, why not turn it into a book and publish a book, self-publish. It's a very long and draining, strenuous process, but I got there in the end, and nothing feels more amazing than holding your own little book in your hands and seeing your name at the front cover of the book. And also getting feedback from people messaging you like, I loved your book, blah blah blah. I have had 2 little negative feedback on Amazon. One of them was from not a verified purchase. In fact, both of them weren't from verified purchases, so I don't know if maybe it's just a troll or someone that's got it in for me, because their like critique wasn't very like sincere. It was just, you know, it wasn't very, whereas all of like my kind of positive reviews and stuff have been like really informative. They've kind of pinpointed what they liked and blah blah blah. So I don't know if it's just somebody's got it in for me. It does annoy me that people can leave anonymous reviews, because that's not really fair, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So yeah, I was doing a poetry collection and wrote over 80 poems. Thought, why not just do the book, done the book, published the book, and that was my finished product for my graded unit at college, but also my very first published book, my debut, and I'm just so happy, and I don't think I'll ever grow tired of it, ever. Should I read just one more? Should I? Okay. This one I've actually I tried to do a video before because I read this at Citylines before I knew it was going to be in the book. I just wrote this one. This is one of the first ones I wrote, and it's to do with the symptoms of depression and anxiety. So I'm going to quickly read you that, and then we're going to finish there because this video is getting quite long, I think. Okay. I never knew any of the symptoms of depression or anxiety before, so I would like to share with you some of the things to look out for. Physical or mental exhaustion, a perpetual sense of dread, sweating profusely all the time, overthinking in your head, sleeping more than usual or not sleeping at all, feeling like you're useless, not answering your calls, pushing people away, refusing to go out, wanting to be alone constantly, always having doubts, paranoia, sadness, feeling lost or all alone, loss of appetite, tender limbs, the fear of the unknown, suicidal and negative thoughts, the desire to walk, increased or decreased sexual desires, experiencing a mental block, over-exaggerating everything, feeling like you're living a lie, being scared of tomorrow, letting opportunities pass you by, comparing yourself to others, feeling inferior everywhere you go, trying to lock yourself away, constantly saying no. The list could go on forever. Everyone experiences different things, but it's important to be aware of the symptoms that mental illness brings. So I'll not read you anymore, I'll not talk anymore, I'm just going to leave it at that. But one more cheeky little plug, please go buy my book. I will leave the link below, and if you can go and buy my book, leave me a review, request it at your local library, refer it, like recommend it to a friend, somebody you know that maybe struggles with mental health issues, or somebody that knows someone that does and needs to learn more about it. It can be a really educational self-help book as well. So please guys, just do your little bit and make a small and new and upcoming writer's day, and I'm going to leave you now. So thank you so much for coming by my YouTube channel again. Adios.